Yeah, hi friends, welcome back to my channel. So let me go to the Google Cloud Console. So you have to do the automate, like you have to create the CICD pipeline. So first of all, I have to create one directory here, like mkdir CICD pipeline 2023. Okay, 2023. Okay. So let me go to this. I have to find out the resource repository because I have to create the repo here. So let me create the new repo or new repository here. Continue. uh, Engine CICD part 1. Let me create that. Here I have to choose Google Cloud SDK because I'm doing it from the Google Cloud console using the gcloud command. Okay, so let me copy this command and I have to go Google Cloud console. Let me execute that Google Cloud init. Reinitialize the configuration, yes. And the account is, yeah, this is my account, first one. And the project name is CICD part 1, so I have to select one. It has been completed. So let me clone this repo here. Okay, yeah, so this repo has been cloned here. So cd of engine, yeah. So you can see there is no any files or my code here. So what I'll do, like whatever the code I was using to deploy the app engine, I can copy the same code source code here. Okay, so let me do cp hyphen. Yeah, this is the code I was using for the my previous in the previous session, so I can copy here. I think so wrong. Okay, one second. Not this one actually. Let me remove it. YML main.py file and requirement.txt. Yeah, yeah. I copy the record file here. Just let me double check. Cat main.py file. Yeah, it's looking fine. Cat app YML. Yeah, it is also fine. Cat requirement.txt. Yeah. So here I have three files, main.py, app.yml and the require.txt. So to automate this, we have to create one, another file which is called as the cloud build yml file, cloud build.yml. Okay. So to create the cloud build YML file, okay, so you can go to the Google and you can, search like cloud build YML file for app engine the GCP. Then you can see the first URL. So I'm referring this URL to create the cloud build YML file. If you see here, you can go with the JSON as well as the YML format. So as I comfortable to work in the YML, so I can take this code from here. So let me copy that. Basically here, like we are taking the cloud build, okay, like cloud builder to get the cloud SDK, and whatever the command I was using to deploy the applications, here define here, right? Like here just defining like to cloud app deploy my applications, okay, and it is the like the timeout. Okay, you want to set the timeout like if this deployed not happened successfully within 16 seconds, then it can goes timeout, right? So here I'm set the config as a timeout as well as then Google Cloud App Deploy. Okay, so it is the command like it is the code you can take from here. Okay, as I showed you right here. Yeah. Okay. So let me paste that. Let me save it. So our cloud build YML file is also ready. So now we have to go to the cloud build and then we have to do the triggering, right? Yeah. Before go to the cloud build triggering, okay. So what I'll do, uh, see we repo, we clone the repo, okay. Then we updated our required files. We created all the files. Now we have to push this my the code to this repo, right? So in order to push the repo, we have to copy this command like git push u and origin master. Then we have to go to the Google Cloud Console. Then I have to, yeah, git add git commit my first changes code. Yeah, because before pushing to the repo, first of all you have to add those codes, okay, then you have to commit, then you have to git push. In order to validate, I have to go to the resource repository and we have to validate here. Yeah, here. Let me refresh that. Now you can see in my repo all the files are populating here. Okay, all its files are showing here. So now I have to go to the cloud build, cloud build. As we are opening the Google Cloud Build, okay. So basically it would ask to enable the API for the Google Cloud Build if you are opening for the first time. I think Google Cloud Build is already used for this project 2 or 3 times, so it will not ask to enable the API. Okay. So here basically I have to go the triggers. Then I have to create trigger app engine CICD, right? You can define the region like whatever the region you want to select, you can select that. Yeah, it would be post to run. Yeah, web event first generation, and my repo name is app engine, right? Yeah. So whenever it will find out any changes inside this app engine, okay, automatically will trigger, and this it will be automatic deploy on the application. I mean the app engine. Okay. Without changes it will not trigger. If you change inside, okay, like I can give an example. Okay, if I go to the Google Cloud Shell inside the main.py file, okay, inside the main.py file, suppose I change anything and after that I did post, okay, git post to the repo, automatic it will find out like it will tell this trigger like there is some changes inside my repo, so please trigger that. Okay, so automatically will trigger and it will apply the next generation to the applications, right? So this is how it will work. Okay. uh, it will here either you can go to the cloud build file or Docker file or the build paths, okay. But here I'm not using the Docker file. I'm using the I mean the cloud build YML file. So it will check the cloud build YML file. So whatever the information you have given, okay, to the cloud build YML file to perform automatic check this cloud build YML file, and according to this info, okay, it will execute that, okay. So for the approval, I don't want to add approval, and here I have to select the service account. Either you can go to with the default service account, but you have to go with the customized service account. Whatever service account we have created, we have to go with that. It is the service account earlier we created. So let me create. Uh, Till now there is no any changes inside my I mean the code, okay. Even there is no any changes in the repo, so the triggering will not happen. So what I'll do now, for the timing I can run it manually just to see and make sure my triggering is working fine. Yeah, yeah, it's saying the cloud logging only option is none, okay, because you whatever things now like the in our cloud build YML file, we are supposed to mention this parameter. That parameter is not mentioned there, okay. So let me mention that in the cloud build YML file. Yeah, so this these options like cloud logging only is required to define here. So I updated here, okay. So what I'll do now, git add cloud build YML file, okay. So let me commit it, git commit updated in cloud build .yml file, okay. Now I can push here, right, push to the resource repository. So now the whatever the cloud build triggering we are doing manually, okay, now it is not required to execute or run it manually because we are updating it, right. If you push it here to the resource repository, as per our triggering, it will check the changes inside the source repository. Whenever you will get the changes inside the source repository, so it will be in execute automatic, right. So once we push it, it will start the triggering. So let me push it. You see here, or you can go to the history. I think it got failed last time. Let me go to the trigger and execute that. Okay, let me run it. Because it did not get any changes inside the main.py file, because that is our source code, okay. I think that's the reason it got it did not execute automatic. So let me run trigger to see whether it is coming working or not. No. the There is some different region, okay. It's saying this API is not enabled, it is disabled, okay. So let me check that. Let me copy this. I think some API is missing. Which is missing? Just let me check. Okay, let me enable it. It has got enabled. Let me trigger again. Yeah, it started now. Let me go to the history to check whether it is working fine or not. Yeah, it's building now. Let's see the status here. It built, but anyhow it got failed. Just let me check the error, like the why it got failed. Let me refresh this. Yeah, it got failed because like the whatever the service account we have created, it don't have the privilege to write the log, right? So you have to give in the permission like the log writer. Okay, let me go to the IAM grant access. Yes, 2023. It is my account, service account, and I have to give log writer, right? Log writer privilege. Log writer. Okay, let click and save. Let me go to the trigger again. Let me run it. Now let me go to history. Yeah. So as per the error, it seems like the service account does not have the privilege on the source repository. So I went to the IAM. I'm going to the source. Let me provide the source repository writer. Okay, or admin. Let's give the permission as admin. Okay, for this account, the service account. Let me save it. It is updated. Let me go to the build and let me go to the triggering. Yeah, let's make click and run. And if you go to the history, then I can see whether it's working fine or not this time. Let's see. This is how we can troubleshoot the issue, right? Because instead of going with the default account, the default source, please do it the customize. So you can encounter the issue, but you can at least you can troubleshoot on that, okay? Because in the production environment, you can get the similar kind of issue like while you working on that, right? So it would be better to go with the complicated one. I mean the not to go with the default one. Please go with the customized one, so you can get out find out the issue, and according to that you can troubleshoot on that. Okay, so this time you can see it's I think it's working fine. Let's see. And before doing that also I changed something inside my code. Okay, okay, if you see here, I thought maybe it is trying to, because it is trying to check the code and because it is not find out any changes, so that's why it got failed. But for that, to troubleshoot on the issue, I just changed the code here. Then I push the changes to the source repository. So as you're triggering now, so once got deployed, so we will get updated contents in our UI. Okay, like instead of the demo version 2, we can get the demo version 3 here. Okay, but let's see whether it's working fine or not first. Yeah, so I think on the last moment it got failed. Let's see what is the error. I see this error. Okay, if you see this error, it's saying like the App Engine admin API has not enabled. So just let me enable that. Then you can see that. Okay, so let me enable. Let me retry now. So it will take some time to complete that. Okay, so in the meantime I will pause this video. So once get it completed, then I will get back to you. In case if it will throw any error, also I can show you. Okay, so now you can see here. Yeah, I think it updated in the app. Okay, so just let me double check here. If it updated in the app, then it should be, we will get the updated page. Okay, just let me double check. Yeah, till now the content is not showing here. Maybe it's still in the process. Let's see. Yeah, no, it is scanning, right? Still is updating. It may take another few minutes to update. Let me check here. Time. No, it's not coming. Okay, let's complete this process first, then we can, okay, we can see the error. If in case it will throw any error, then you can see that we can troubleshoot on that. Okay, yeah, it's again throw the error. Let me check what is the error. Yeah, hi guys, I'm back. You can see actually it is not it is the error, but it's saying the deployment has succeeded. Okay, like the application has been succeeded, but while routing the traffic, okay, and while promoting the new version, okay, it's throw the error because it don't have the privilege to promote it, right? It's saying in order to changing the traffic, okay, so it required the owner, editor, or app engine admin because we have not given that, right? We are not given the app engine admin, I think. Just let me check my PPT. Yeah. If you see here, we have given the privilege to app engine deployer, right? But it required owner, editor, or app engine admin, okay, or service admin. So that's why it successfully, okay. Anyhow, it did not promote, okay. So just let me check whether it is, yeah. If you see here, we have earlier it was to version 2, right, and it is to version 3 now, okay. Yeah, let's do one thing. In the timing, let me promote it, manually from here, and while doing automatic, I will provide this privilege to do it. Okay, it is the new one, right? So let me promote it, or I can migrate it, right? I can migrate it. Let me migrate it directly. Okay, if I update it here, yeah. If you see, and now we are getting the version 3, right? So for now, I can provide the app engine admin as admin. This time I will give full access app engine admin. Okay, let me save it. I think now the manual intervention is not required. Okay, so let me go to the source code. Let me change something here. Let me change version to version 4. Okay, let me save it and let me post it. Sorry, let me add it again. Add updated in main.py file. Let me post it. Yeah. Now it should trigger and it will be performed without any error, right? Because we have given all the required privilege to this service account, right? So just check and confirm. I don't think it will throw this error this time because we have already provided the required privilege to this service account. So just let's see whether this time it is throwing this error or not. Okay. If you see here, it updated the service. Now it is trying to promote the traffic as we already given the app engine admin role to the user. So it has the access to promote the traffic from the from the old to new like the UI, the new app. Okay, it's updating the service. It will take some time to update the service, and after that, it will read out the traffic to the new one. And you can see the application has been deployed, and now it is trying to split the traffic to the service. Okay, the new service. Yeah, the build has been completed successfully. If I want to check it here, okay, let me check it now. Yeah, you can see it's coming with the version 4 now, right? So our CICD has been successfully completed because as we are using the customized service account. So while deploying that, we got a lot of issue, but it is good to learn how to provide the roles to the user. Okay, which role is required to for which services. Okay, so that's what we try to learn while executing this CICD deployment. So thank you guys. So it is, I think that's all for today, and I will connect in the next session, okay, for the new topic. Okay, so thank you guys.